Good morning, and welcome to your AIDailyPress morning podcast for December 3, 2025. I'm your host, Walter. Firstly, in a developing story, President Trump held his 9th cabinet meeting where he discussed various topics, including Ukraine and the economy. The meeting was marked by controversy, with the president making comments about affordability being a con job by Democrats. We'll continue to monitor this situation and provide updates as more information becomes available. In other news, US envoys Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner met with Russian President Vladimir Putin to discuss a potential peace deal for Ukraine. The talks are ongoing, and while there's optimism about the prospects of a deal, the path to peace remains fraught with difficulties. We'll keep a close eye on these negotiations and provide updates as the situation unfolds. Lastly, several major retailers, including Costco, have filed lawsuits against the Trump administration seeking refunds for tariffs paid on imported goods. The move comes as the Supreme Court weighs the legality of the president's tariff regime. Trade law experts say this marks a significant shift, with larger companies now joining smaller businesses in challenging the tariffs. We'll continue to follow this story and provide updates on the potential implications for U.S. trade policy. And remember, stay informed and demand transparency and accountability from your leaders. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and Nanshul and know what's right now. Firstly, in international news, U.S. lawmakers are threatening to force a vote on war powers as tensions escalate with China over Taiwan. The situation is complex, with China considering Taiwan a core issue of national interest and the U.S. taking a more proactive stance in supporting the democratic island. Secondly, in Asia-Pacific news, Japan is reassessing its military posture amidst changing international circumstances, leading to a diplomatic spat with China. Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi's recent remarks have sent relations between the two countries to new lows. Lastly, in India, the government has directed device manufacturers to pre-install an app called Sanchar Sathi on all mobile handsets sold in the country. While the government claims it's a measure to combat fraud and protect citizens' privacy, opposition politicians and privacy advocates are concerned it could be used as a tool for mass surveillance. We'll continue to follow these stories and provide in-depth analysis as they develop. For now, we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on these issues? Do you think the U.S. should take a more proactive stance on Taiwan? Should Japan reassess its military posture? And is the Indian government's directive on Sanchar Sathi a necessary measure or an overreach? Let us know in the comments. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskwiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, Amazon Web Services has launched its new AI chip, Trainium 3, marking a significant push into the artificial intelligence landscape. This development aims to compete with NVIDIA, the current leader in AI computing power, by offering high-performance, energy-efficient solutions for training and operating AI models. In other news, the cryptocurrency market has seen a dramatic sell-off, with American Bitcoin's stock price plummeting due to the expiration of a share lockup period. This event highlights the volatility of the crypto space and serves as a reminder to investors to separate signal from noise and maintain a level head in the face of market fluctuations. Lastly, global markets are navigating macroeconomic pressures, with major tech companies reassessing their net zero emissions commitments due to the high energy demands of AI model training and operation. As the industry continues to evolve, developments like Amazon's Trainium 3 demonstrate the potential for increased accessibility and efficiency in AI computing. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and tune in tomorrow for more updates from the world of finance and technology on the AIDailyPress Morning Podcast. Now, for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. First up, a recent discovery has shed new light on our understanding of time and reality. Physicists have found that time on Mars passes approximately 2.5 microseconds faster than it does on Earth. This may seem like a small difference, but it has significant implications for future Mars missions and our understanding of physics, particularly Einstein's theory of general relativity. In other news, NASA is set to launch the Fly Foundational Robots mission in late 2025, demonstrating the capabilities of a commercial robotic arm in low Earth orbit. This technology has far-reaching implications for sustainable living and working on other planets, with potential applications including assembling solar arrays, refueling satellites, and constructing lunar habitats. Finally, new research has delved into the intricacies of quantum mechanics, revealing that our understanding of time and reality is about to undergo a significant transformation. With potential applications in fields like quantum computing, this discovery is set to revolutionize our understanding of the universe. As we continue to push the boundaries of space exploration and technology, one thing is clear: our perception of reality is about to become a whole lot more interesting. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. First off, we've got a developing scandal in Major League Baseball involving two Cleveland Guardians pitchers, Emmanuel Clase and Luis Ortiz, accused of rigging pitches for sports bettors. This case goes to the heart of the game's integrity, and we'll be keeping a close eye on it as it unfolds. In other news, the rivalry between baseball titans just got more interesting with the addition of pitcher Emmanuel Clase to the mix. But that's not all. We also took an in-depth look at the Dallas Cowboys' current head coach, Brian Schottenheimer. We examined his impact on the team, from their resilience in adversity to the marked improvement in their defense. While challenges lie ahead, Schottenheimer has undoubtedly made a compelling case for himself as the Cowboys' head coach. And finally, we touched on the complex scheme involving wire fraud, honest services, wire fraud, conspiracy to influence sporting contests by bribery, and money laundering that Clase and Ortiz are accused of. We reminded our listeners that everyone is entitled to a fair trial, and it's up to the prosecution to prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. And as always, the truth is in the details. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. First, we took a journey to Europe, where we explored the historic city of Siena, Italy, and discovered its rich history and cultural significance. Unfortunately, this article is not available in our database. However, I can tell you about our next two articles. Next, we discussed the challenges associated with end-of-year office parties, including poor behavior and pressure to attend despite personal reservations. We spoke with Dr. Gay. Kirsten Ferguson, who emphasized the importance of prioritizing employee comfort and well-being, and proposed alternative team-building activities that promote a more positive and inclusive environment. Lastly, we visited Denver, Colorado, where an extraordinary story is unfolding, one that weaves together the threads of heritage, culture, and the natural world. A small bison herd has been thriving since 2005, providing indigenous residents with a tangible link to their ancestors and the land. The bison meat is distributed to families, elders, and those in need, serving as a symbol of resilience, strength, and the enduring connection between humans and the natural world. These stories remind us of the beauty and richness that can be found in traditional practices and community-centered initiatives. As we move into the winter season, a time of reflection and renewal, we're grateful for stories like this one, stories that remind us of the power of tradition, community, and the natural world to bring us together and inspire us. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. I've got a quick rundown of our latest articles for you. First up, we're talking about Sydney Sweeney's sizzling promotional tour for her new psychological thriller, The Housemaid. This girl is on fire, folks. From stunning red carpet looks to executive producing credits, she's proving herself to be a force to be reckoned with in Hollywood. Next, we've got the tea on Lori Loughlin's comeback to the Hallmark Channel drama, When Calls the Heart. After serving her time for that college admissions scandal, she's reprising her role as Abigail Stanton in 6 episodes of the upcoming season. We're weighing in on whether this is a savvy move by Hallmark or a risk too great. And finally, we took a closer look at the world of fashion and style discussing how to control the spotlight with your own unique sense of style, just like Sydney Sweeney. From cranberry-colored satin dresses to custom patu ensembles, we're breaking down the latest trends and must-haves. Tune in next time for more news, gossip, and my signature wit. Remember, if you want to make it in this industry, you'd better be ready to put in the work. Trust me on this one, darling. Stay stylish and keep on shining. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Attenacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we looked at the plight of endangered species due to human activities, emphasizing the need for balance between economic development and environmental protection. The story of invasive crab species, such as the Chinese mitten crab spotted in Oregon, underscores the risks associated with non-native species introduction and the importance of collective action to mitigate these risks. Secondly, we discussed the proposal by Blue Origin to discharge wastewater into the Indian River Lagoon, sparking a critical debate about environmental protection versus economic interests. This story serves as a reminder that every decision we make has an impact on our planet's future, and it's crucial that we strive for a balance that supports both progress and preservation of our natural world. Lastly, we touched on the issue of invasive species and their far-reaching consequences on local ecosystems. The Chinese mitten crab's ability to thrive in freshwater environments and climb vertical surfaces makes it a formidable invasive species, and its presence in Oregon highlights the need for vigilance and cooperation from the community to prevent the establishment of a breeding population. These stories not only highlight the complexities of environmental issues, but also emphasize the importance of responsible stewardship and conservation efforts. As we move forward, it's essential that we prioritize the health of our planet and work together to protect its delicate balance. I'm David, and we'll continue to explore the intricacies of our natural world and the importance of environmental stewardship. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Attenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.